Never before had China's head of state chosen to personally step onto the global stage and open a major international technology conference. The 2026 World AI Conference and high-level meeting on global AI governance in Shanghai marked the end of that precedent. The event hosted over 1,100 exhibitors, representing a domestic smart economy that Beijing values at over 1 trillion renminbi. Yet the physical hardware and algorithms operating on the floor served as a background for the actual agenda. Xi Jinping framed Chinese open-source AI as a global public good, designed to prevent what he termed historical injustices in technology access. This keynote officially established artificial intelligence as a primary front in global tech diplomacy. The centerpiece of this maneuver is a newly formed institution, the World AI Cooperation Organization, or WACO. On the eve of the Shanghai conference, 29 sovereign nations signed the agreement establishing the body. The founding membership is rooted in the global south, pulling in Russia, Brazil, Indonesia, and dozens of states across Africa and Asia. The United States, the European Union, and their traditional geopolitical allies are notably absent from the signatory list. WACO is structured as a permanent intergovernmental body designed to write shared rules and technical standards for artificial intelligence across its member states. The United Nations Secretary-General traveled to Shanghai to attend the signing ceremony in person, providing the new treaty with immediate institutional weight. This coalition represents a coordinated, well-funded effort to construct an alternative AI order outside of Western control. Beijing is securing this coalition through concrete technology transfers rather than abstract ethical guidelines. At the launch, the Chinese government pledged 5,000 AI training and seminar opportunities to developing nations over the next 5 years. They also committed to deploying Mazu, an AI-powered meteorological warning system, to 30 vulnerable countries. Alongside these state initiatives, Chinese tech companies are pushing high-performing, open-weight models like Kimi K3 as accessible alternatives to locked American systems. For developing nations that lack the domestic computing infrastructure and technical workforce to train their own systems, these offers address critical gaps. By treating access to its AI ecosystem as diplomatic currency, China is winning alignment from countries seeking to avoid a widening technological divide. As a result, the hope for a unified global standard is fading in favor of bifurcating regional blocs. This timeline shows the fracturing of AI governance, starting with the 2023 Bletchley Park Summit. The upper path maps the Western track, defined by export controls and restricted models. The lower path maps the WACO track, prioritizing technological development and open-weight models. China's domestic architecture relies on mandatory technical standards and algorithmic registration, a system structurally incompatible with Western risk-based or deregulatory models. The competition for the developing world now centers on which of these two incompatible regulatory ecosystems becomes the regional default. The United States is operating in this fractured landscape with a different strategic focus. Rather than building comprehensive global treaties, Washington relies on strict export controls and its dominance in advanced silicon to constrain its competitors. This strategy is anchored by the Pax Silica framework, a coalition linking allies like Japan, the United Kingdom, and India to secure high-end supply chains. However, this approach lacks a unified, development-focused governance proposal tailored for the global South. Washington's emphasis on national security and high compliance burdens often alienates governments seeking rapid economic modernization. Without a collaborative roadmap for deploying these technologies in developing economies, the United States left a significant governance vacuum. China is stepping into that void, using WACO to package hardware, financing, and regulatory standards into a single diplomatic offering. Through this new organization, Beijing intends to shape United Nations policy frameworks and establish its own technical standards as the default across its member states. This institutional bifurcation means multinational corporations will increasingly be forced to maintain separate technical pipelines to operate globally. A bifurcated system complicates cross-border interoperability and creates significant friction for any future global consensus on managing autonomous risks. The outcome of the AI race now rests on diplomatic alignment as much as technical breakthroughs. As these systems reorganize human civilization, the question is whether we will operate from a single unified rulebook and who holds the pen to write it.